They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. Nifty move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the ground with their leading rusher for the season to go. It's Alex Collins. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And shutting him off now, open field. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Flacco. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Third and goal, Flacco. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot. Detroit. Detroit.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go now. Green.
The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Set. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Hot.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Mayfield. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Passing play, Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And running with power here. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. This is Collins on the handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Flacco off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Operating off play action, Flacco. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit, 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 Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Set. Green 39, green 39. Now check. Patriot, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. There goes Duke Johnson. 30, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 78 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, Collins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey. Here we go now. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Hut. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gone, 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 gone. Hut.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Set. Green 39. Patriot. Green 39.
First down, a run with Hyde. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, here we go. 3:19. Detroit. Detroit. 3:19. Hut. Leopard. Hut.
Second down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Gone, 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 gone. Hut.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Got an open man. It's Radley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Let's go!
On the ground, this is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Gone!
Mayfield now on second down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will tie things at 20 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Flacco now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Flacco got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Flacco now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go now. 319.
They'll give to Hyde. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flacco from the gun. To Allen on the dump-off. And some room to roam now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Flacco now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Collins. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Flacco off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Lucky 56. Check.
Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it. There you go.
Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
They begin the drive with Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90. Gun. Blue 90. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st and goal, Collins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Flacco here on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Gone! Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Leopard!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Parker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Mayfield to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Go, Lenny. Go, Lenny.
Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Let's go, hurry up.
To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Baltimore, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.